Good evening, Belize, and welcome to XTV's news broadcast for Friday, April 24, 2026. Making the headlines tonight, how much exactly are bus fares going up? Will commuters protest? BL says it will see clarity from the High Court on severance. Santa Cruz Stan Creek resident killed while two other men are found dead, one in Orange Walk, the other in Belize City. And parents expressed concerns about men questioning students near schools. We take our first break and return with the news in detail.
Get your body sculpted with gym equipment and accessories from Benny's. Quality and savings.
Altoona is one of the most visited Mayan city up until lately. The adjacent communities have collaborated together to see how they can get a space here that the wood carvers could actually market and sell their product. Not having the POS machine in the past, we have lost a lot of sales. Atlantic Bank helped supported our business, giving us the opportunity to get the POS machine. Now with the POS machine, we are able to do more sales, and that will, also bring more, finance to our families.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
My bro, take a quick pic of you right here, bro.
Alright, wait a second. Why? By the looks of it, I think my phone done.
Bye. Please tell me, I want to use that thing again, bro.
But I be serious and I be honest with you, I can't afford to spend big money on phone right now.
Bye, but who said anything about spending big money? Smarter than the agric. They got phone deals, plans, they have everything that agric right now.
No man.
But yes, it happen right now. Plus, they even have raffle and they raffle money, then they raffle TV, everything.
Well, I think we need to ride the agric right now.
But I agree, let's go right now.
Visit the Smart Booth any of the 3 days from May 1st to 3rd at Agric 2026. Get amazing deals on phones and plans and your chance to win a cell phone, 55-inch TV, and cash. Smart, bringing people together.
Have a vision? We've got what you need. From idea to install, Brothers Habet, all your building needs under one roof.
The Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing advises the public of ongoing works for the upgrading of the George Price Highway between La Democracia and Belmont. A contract was signed for the civil works to reconstruct this segment of the highway, and the project is expected to be executed over the course of the next 3 years. The works include widening of the roadway, construction of passing lanes in industrial zones, traffic separation within village limits, scarification and improvement of the pavement and running surface, raising of the road in flood-prone areas, application of hot mix asphalt pavement, construction of major and minor intersections and a roundabout at the entrance to the George Price Boulevard, entry and exit points for the new hospital to be built, the construction of a bridge at Mount Pleasant Creek, and the provision of road safety furniture to modernize road infrastructure and improve user safety. Every effort will be made to execute the works in a manner that minimizes road user inconvenience. But all road users should expect and plan for travel delays within active construction zones. Please, drive safely. Do not speed. Do not drive under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Do not drive recklessly. Please be courteous, respect other road users, adhere to the direction of traffic safety personnel, and drive with due care and attention.
Belize, your voice is shaping our future. The Ministry of E-Governance is hosting National ID Project public consultations, and we're coming to you. Orange Walk, you're up first. Thursday, April 23rd at Central Park, 6 p.m. Come, learn, share, and help build a better ID system for all Belize. Then Belize City, it's your turn. Join us Friday, April 24th at the Biltmore Plaza at 5:30 p.m. Show up, speak up, because your voice matters in creating a smarter, more connected Belize.
A Mandala notice. Advertisers, sellers, and readers are advised that there will be no online Tuesday issue of the newspaper for Tuesday, April 28th. There will only be the Friday issue, which will hit the streets on Thursday, April 30, 2026. Happy Labor Day from the management and staff of Mandala.
Welcome back with your news. I am Drea Espinosa. Following a meeting with members of the Belize Bus Association on Thursday, the Ministry of Transportation issued a release clarifying that the approved maximum allowable fares announced earlier in the week sets a ceiling under which operators may set their pricing for their national highway runs. They can charge lower rates but not higher. The new rate is 18 cents per mile for regular runs and 20 cents per mile for express runs. Short drops of 1 to 10 miles will be increased by 50 cents. The new rates will come into effect on Monday, April 27. After a meeting Thursday with government officials, BBA President Philip Jones explained that there were bus operators who were charging higher rates, and those must now be reduced to fall in line with the new ceiling. He had shared that the higher pricing of 19 cents per mile was in effect for the South, considering times when the roads were not paved. In the West and in the North, the established price was 14 cents per mile, so those areas will see higher increases. Here's Transport CEO Chester Williams, followed by Jones.
Short stops will go up to like between 1 mile to 10 miles. And the short stops do have a cost, so the short stop, they add a slight increase to the short stop, which would be like maybe 50 cents. And then after the short stop, then we apply the 18 cents per mile ratio.
I would like to thank Cabinet, and I would like to thank the Minister and his team for their consideration for this is a lifeline for the bus industry. a very needed one. It have been over 20 years that we had a price adjustment. So the operators are very grateful for the Minister and Cabinet initiative in having us sit down to go over this price list. It was a very tedious process. The ministry and the personnel were very professional. It was cordial. And I must say that the commuters will see in many areas a decrease in the fares that they were paying. So now the alignment assists in alleviating whatever was overpriced to reduce that cost. And there will be certain areas you'll see probably a 50 cents to $1 increase. So basically it's just a price adjustment and a price alignment, which was overdue. So I must say kudos to the ministry and cabinet with that.
Based on pricing tables provided by the Ministry of Transport, regular runs from Orange Walk to Belize City, which are currently $7, will go up to $9.75, a difference of $2.75. Express runs, which we are told were charged at the same price in many cases, will go up to $10.75. There are reports we have received that commuters in the north are organizing to protest. However, that's not the end of it. Late this afternoon, we received a report from the Bus Association that based on the tables released by the ministry this morning, the membership is upset. They say they did not see the pricing tables before publication and that the increases they would have gotten in the long runs are being taken back in the short stops. A representative of the BBA shared that the ministry has agreed to meet again with them in Belmopan tomorrow. The minister confirmed that the meeting is to start discussing city and village runs, which are not included in the short drops. What we can say is that a review of the price list shows a discrepancy as the Ladyville run is listed at $2.50 when it should have stated $3. Members of the Belize Energy Workers for Justice, BCWJ, demonstrated in front of Belize Electricity Limited for a second day today as they demand severance. They reported an update that BEL sent them a letter indicating they are open to dialogue and they have agreed to meet next week, Wednesday. We spoke with Dorla Stain and Sean Nicholas.
We hope that that move signifies that the company is prepared to have meaningful talk with us on this severance matter. And as you see here today, we are out here in force with our members in this hot sun, but we are doing what we have to do, and we trust that BL will do the same. And when we go there next week, that it's not just to say come to the table and nothing come of it.
Do you go in there with any legal advisor?
We do seek, but at this point, we're still in communication and meeting with as a steering committee. And as we go, then we decide what format we take. But enough to say that we will use all avenue that is available to us to help us in this cause. And the Labour Commission, we did pen a letter to them too, just about a day or two, a day ago I think. We sent one to the Labour Commissioner and the Minister of Labour because the law do mandates that they come and to the table with BL to get them to do what is right and pay the workers the severance.
The table is stuck against us.
Yeah.
We do not have the access to fund to go to the court and get a lawyer. This is a process we use to get our message over and use the public and pressure on BL, put pressure on BL because we know there are companies who do not like embarrassment. So we go through this avenue to get our point across. None of us are employed. We have to cherish our little that we have, so we cannot pay a lawyer to say, take up our case instant. We get legal advice already on this situation. Our advice is different from theirs. Even we don't need much. The CCJ is pretty clear. We know that what we have, we did not receive. Our letter did not state severance. So we don't need much lawyer to tell us that we did not get to our severance. We know we don't receive our severance. But BL prefer spend millions to fight us, to give us a little bit. The Labour, the government actually could solve this easy and stop us from out here. We got people out here, you know, this hardly could move. Are fighting here for their severance. It's unfair.
After the demonstration, BEL issued a press release in which it announced that it is preparing to seek a declaration from the High Court on the matter to establish a clear and consistent framework to address severance claims going forward. It says it intends to present a representative sample of existing severance claims for the court to provide declaratory relief. BEL wrote, quote, "By proactively seeking the court's direction, BEL aims to ensure that its actions are fully aligned with the law and grounded in transparency and fairness," end quote. We understand that the former BEL workers do not consider the update from BEL to be a good one. Minister of Human Development, Honorable Drea Garcia Ramirez, says the magistrate overseeing the assault complaints against interdicted police officer Philip Garbett erred in the handling of the case, though she described it as human error. She explained that when the matter went back before the court on Monday, it was merely for disclosure and that other steps should have been taken once the mother asked for the charges to be withdrawn.
Great oversight, if you will. Because what happened was outside of the protocol. They weren't there to do anything but get disclosure on the case. The child was there because he was part of the case. The oversight and what happened outside of protocol is that they were allowed to, well, the mother was allowed to drop the charges. And what didn't happen was, my understanding is that there was an oversight, a grave oversight by the magistrate who did not really verify what were the charges, all the charges, because there was one obviously for the mother and there was a separate charge for what happened to the child. The magistrate in this instance did not follow the protocol that has been established for these types of cases, and I believe erroneously dismissed the case, and the arresting officer wasn't there, the social worker wasn't there to be able to say, wait, hold on, that's not what we're here for, and there are other things that you need to consider before you dismiss the charges. And it was a grave oversight. Why it happened, I cannot tell you. I wasn't there. But that was what happened. And what should have happened was, if that was what the mother wanted to do at that point, what should have happened then is the magistrate should have stopped it, should have called the arresting officer, the prosecutor, should have called in the social worker, and should have asked then for a social inquiry report, what we call a SIR report. And that did not happen. Why it didn't happen? Why this travesty happened? I can't say. You would need to speak to the magistrate that was there.
The minister said they will proceed to request a supervision order, but choose not to remove the child from his mother because he is clearly attached to her and his siblings. She explained that the accused is no longer at the home.
We go back in and ask for a supervision order that will allow social workers and caseworkers from the Department of Human Services to access the child and the home to verify from time to time without any advance notice. They can pop in and verify the physical and emotional integrity of the child. So that's a supervisory order. We're also going to ask for a protection order on behalf of the child, and that means that the stepfather will not be able to have any access to the home or anywhere, or the school or anywhere the child normally is. A lot of people, and on social media as well, sometimes, you know, when you're in the vehicle, you tend to scroll, are asking why a protection order was not done before. It wasn't done because according to our investigation and according to what we know from the social workers, the stepfather, after the incident, removed himself and left the house. So we didn't feel like at the time that that was necessary because he had already left, and we have been keeping up with the case, and there was no need to. We are going back now and doing the supervision and the protection order so that we can verify now that the case is thrown out, that he does not come back into the household.
Residents of Belmopan have posted to social media reports of men in a white van approaching students and children representing themselves as missionaries. The parents described their engagement with the two students from two secondary schools as harassment, with the children being asked questions about suicide crimes and their faith, which they consider inappropriate. The matter was reported to the police. Other reports were received of similar activity in San Ignacio. According to one parent, the men would leave quickly back into the van after engaging with the children. One child also reported that they became scared based on the way the men jumped out of the vehicle and approached them. The Ministry of Education, in a release this afternoon, expressed concern at the reports and responded to information that some of the strangers made it onto school compounds. The ministry reminded that all school visits must be formally authorized by the Chief Education Officer. Managements are being asked to report any unauthorized activity immediately. It adds that it will increase vigilance across school premises through its school warden network in coordination with law enforcement. It says it will continue to monitor the situation closely and take all necessary steps to protect students. After the break, KHMH Workers Union concerned about the Cuban Medical Brigade program ending. Stay with us.
Look here, your kitchen light there and you been in the kitchen. But I'm going back in there right now. And the coffee maker?
Just to try to keep my coffee warm for later.
What do you do now?
I'll try to think more to eat.
You know the more you open and close the fridge, it takes longer for the food cool. For a hot day like today, it burns more energy. You charge your phone right now?
No.
Plug it out then. You really only wash 2 Lee socks and 1 Lee shirt? You don't know what small load burn the same amount of electricity as large loads?
But this is my favorite shirt.
You have to be more energy efficient. Use large loads. This AC, the blow hard. You know, if you keep the temperature at 25 degrees Celsius or higher, you burn less energy and you also keep the place cool. And for a nice day like today, turn off the AC, open up the house and make some fresh breeze come in.
You know what? I think I get it now. As consumers, we need to be more energy efficient and practice energy conservation.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
This is a learning experience, and this event is all about you guys. Give it a chance. Maybe a competition you partake in sparks a passion in you you never knew you had. I had no idea how much I love coding until I actually explored it. We need more girls in IT.
In Belize, analysis supported by UNICEF highlights that girls between 15 and 24 use computers less frequently than boys. Regardless of whether they live in urban or rural areas, regardless of their family situation, their economic situation, or even their level of education. This gap matters because digital access today determines opportunities for tomorrow.
Be Like a Girl was never just about technology. It was about creating a space where girls can see themselves differently, where they can realize they don't have to shrink to fit into spaces. They can grow and transform them, where they understand that they are not just users of technology, but creators, innovators, and leaders.
The Social Security Board's new whistleblower reporting system makes it easy and confidential to speak up by reporting misuse of the Social Security services and benefits, including fraud, misconduct, false claims, and more. If you know of any unethical or illegal activity relating to SSB benefits, claims, or personnel, go to ssbspeakup.integrityline.com or use our toll-free hotline 0800-SPEAK-UP. 0800-773-2587. This confidential reporting system is a way for you to report concerns or incidents privately without fear of reprisal. Your submission is confidential and anonymous. The Social Security Board is committed to providing a secure, confidential medium for whistleblowing that promotes organizational accountability and enhances public confidence in our services.
Town Called Freedom and Mars Production present an event you can't afford to miss.
It's the Belize Music World Festival, Saturday, April 25th, 2026.
At the spacious Marion Jones Stadium. This annual event is geared to give you the very best in music, food, and artistry.
The Belize Music World Festival.
Headlines with two of Reggae World's very best performers. The one and only Mr. Siggy himself.
Taurus Riley.
With the very first time in Belize, Reggae Prince of Reggae Royal Family,
Skip Marley.
I just wanna be close to you. With his band. And also featuring on this momentous event is Pen Cayetano with his band and Jay Cass with his band. Yes, Belize, it's a full-on band show. Also backing up this show is DJ Jago, DJ Console, DJ Cad, DJ Smurf, and Clark, and Rasen Charo. Firestarter Sound. It's all hosted by DJ Dollar. So mark the date and don't be late. April 25th. Gates open at 7 for showtime at 8 at the Marion Jones Stadium. Ticket prices on bleachers $41. General admission $61. VIP $151. Ultra Boost $2,500. Also available. Cocktail tables for VIP area only. Sponsors are A Town Called Freedom, Mars Production, Monisco, Pelican, Travelers Liquor, BTV, Niche, Channel 5, Channel 7, Love FM, and Love TV, Trim Radio and TV, and Cellular World.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, I'm saying I help you out right now. When I this daily, for 10 days, I am good after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
A Mandela notice. Advertisers, sellers, and readers are advised that there will be no online Tuesday issue of the newspaper for Tuesday, April 28th. There will only be the Friday issue, which will hit the streets on Thursday, April 30, 2026. Happy Labor Day from the management and staff of Cremandala.
A resident of Santa Cruz Village, Stan Creek, was found dead this morning on the roadside in the Maya King area. He has been identified as Luis Martinez. Police observed gunshot wounds to his body, which was transported to the morgue in Dangriga. Other details are unknown at this time, but police are investigating. An elderly man who has yet to be identified was found dead in Orange Walk. He was transported to the Northern Regional Hospital, where police observed he had swelling to the face and abrasions to his hands. He was found unconscious on Mahogany Street in Orange Walk Town after 10 Thursday night. He has been listed as John Doe until he is identified. Meanwhile, the body of an unidentified male was found in the Port Loyola area of Belize City behind Port of Belize this morning at around 9. The body was observed in an advanced state of decomposition. The deceased was wearing a black t-shirt, khaki pants, and black and white Nike tennis shoes. The corpse has been transferred to the Belize National Forensic Services Laboratory morgue, awaiting a post-mortem. NTUCB President Ella Waite this afternoon shared one of the main concerns for the Carl Huschner Memorial Hospital Authority Workers Union. It centers around the possibility of the Cuban Medical Brigade having to leave Belize. Waite also responded to the CEO in the Ministry of Health, Dr. Julio Sabido, who cited the possibility of increasing overtime in the event the brigade must leave.
At every general council meeting we have our member unions speak of the concerns that they have. And obviously the top one right now at KHMH is what may happen if the Cuban Brigade leaves our hospitals, our public hospitals, and the shortfalls that may happen. And these will directly affect the people we represent, the workers of this country, because the workers of this country, the middle class and the poor people cannot afford to go to private hospitals. They go to a government hospital. So they are very concerned that without the doctors that are there, especially the ones that are trained to be specialists, that we will have a shortfall and we may have some, sad to say, some areas where we cannot save lives. So the concern is there, and we have spoken with the leader of the Cuban Brigade to try to get enough information, the facts, as I would like to put it, the facts from them as how the Cuban Brigade operates in this country. We were hoping to have a meeting with members of the U.S. Embassy that were to meet us last week. Apparently, when the lead person got sick, so we're waiting for an update on when we can have that meeting again. And on behalf of the workers of this country, we will impart on them the concern that we have coming from the KHMA as the citizens and as NTUCB, what the shortfall may cause, and we would like to present to them the facts that we know, that we have on how it is structured in this country.
He also actually suggested overtime for an overburdened staff already.
Who's already working overtime? If we ask some of our members from KHMH Union, they're already working overtime, and there's only so much you can do with overtime. So there would have to be some kind of assistance. If it turns out that the Cuban Brigade is returned to their country, we have to seek medical assistance from other countries. That's just the reality. And again, we have not gotten any facts saying that they are leaving anytime soon. We haven't had that in any written format, but the fear is there, and because of what has happened in other countries, we're expecting the same.
The Ministry of E-Governance is conducting public consultations nationwide ahead of the implementation of a national identification card. On Thursday, it held consultations in Orange Walk at the Central Park, and at this hour is holding a consultation at the Biltmore in Belize City. The consultation was scheduled to start at 5:30. The information obtained during the consultations will inform a draft bill which will include a legal framework for identity management, the protection of personal data through strong privacy safeguards, and governance and institutional accountability. The ministry says the goal is to improve access to public services, financial systems, and social programs, enhance national security and administrative efficiency, and support Belize's digital transformation. The national ID would feature the use of biometric technology. The ministry says biometric verification is already widely used across everyday services and systems in Belize, including identity checks and access controls in various sectors. After the break, NTUCB president calls for reduced income tax to ease cost of living pressures. Stay tuned.
My bro, take a quick pic of you right here, bro.
All right, wait a second. Why? By the looks of it, I think my phone done.
Bye. Please tell me, I want to use that thing again, bro.
But to be serious and I'll be honest with you, I can't afford to spend big money on phone right now.
Bye, but who said anything about spending big money? Smarter than that agree. They got phone deals, plans, they have everything that agree right now.
No, man.
But yes, it happened right now. Plus, they even have raffle and they raffle money, then they raffle TV, everything.
Well, I think we need to ride the agric right now.
But I agree, let's go right now.
Visit the Smart Booth any of the 3 days from May 1st to 3rd at Agric 2026. Get amazing deals on phones and plans and your chance to win a cell phone, 55-inch TV, and cash. Smart, bringing people together.
The success of my business means a lot to my family, especially my brother, because I'm continuing his legacy, making butterfly art collages. It was very hard for me to receive payments. I had to go directly to meet the person I'm purchasing from and who I'm selling to receive payment. Because I opened my business account with Atlantic Bank, now I can make and receive payments online, and this has made my job much easier.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
We have 1,055 students, and so all of those students were exempted from the payment of tuition this year. In terms of the uniforms, it's only for Form 1 students, so each student got 3 uniforms, 3 sets, and in addition to that, the ministry also paid for their physical education uniform.
My mother is a single mother, so at the time when I entered First Form, I wasn't the only one here because I also had an older brother, and it used to put a lot of stress on my mother. So when this program got implemented, my mother was relieved because now she doesn't have to worry about us all the time. Maybe in projects, but not in tuition.
I was about to come out from school because I was about to start working to help out my parents more. But after the program came to play, my parents lost that stress and I still continued school.
My parents don't have to stress out because they work jobs that don't pay as much as it should. But with the tuition, it really helps me and it really gives me the motivation to strive for something bigger.
This program is very important because everybody goes through things that they don't talk about, and some might be financial struggles.
It makes me feel good that the government is taking initiative in its students.
I know that the government is paying for this stuff. It pushes me to work harder because I know they have expectations for us.
Thank you very much. This has been a wonderful thing to many people. It gives them a lot of opportunities.
When the job calls, you need a truck that works as hard as you do. Strong, reliable, and built for the load. The Jack Freight Truck gets the job done. From the lumberyard to the work site, power your business with confidence. I can count on Jack to get the job done right.
The Social Security Board's new whistleblower reporting system makes it easy and confidential to speak up by reporting misuse of the Social Security services and benefits, including fraud, misconduct, false claims, and more. If you know of any unethical or illegal activity relating to SSB benefits, claims, or personnel, go to ssbspeakup.integrityline.com or use our toll-free hotline 0800-SPEAK-UP, 0800-773-2587. This confidential reporting system is a way for you to report concerns or incidents privately without fear of reprisal. Your submission is confidential and anonymous. The Social Security Board is committed to providing a secure, confidential medium for whistleblowing that promotes organizational accountability and enhances public confidence in our services.
The Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing hereby reminds the public of construction works being carried out for the expansion and rehabilitation of a portion of the Philip Wilson Highway from mile 8 to mile 24.5. Work is well underway. From mile 24.5 to the Lord's Bank Junction, upgrades will include hot mix, asphalt and concrete paving, wide shoulders on both sides of the road, a roundabout at the Borough Boom Junction, culvert installation, enlarged drains, the construction of bus shelters, road signs and marking, and properly designated junctions at the entrance of the Old Northern Highway, Maxborough, the HRC housing community, and Los Lagos. From Lord's Bank to the Vista Del Mar Junction, upgrades will include expansion to a 4-lane highway with hot mix, asphalt and concrete paving, wide shoulders, sidewalks and drains on both sides, roundabouts at the Lord's Bank Road, Mirage Road, Billiken Road, and Airport Road intersections, designated pedestrian crossings, culvert installation and the clearing of the canal, installation of bus shelters, and road signs and markings. Every effort will be made to execute the works in a manner that minimizes road user inconvenience. But all road users should expect and plan for travel delays within active construction zones. Please, drive safely. Do not speed. Do not drive under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Do not drive recklessly. Please be courteous. Respect other road users. Adhere to the direction of traffic safety personnel and drive with due care and attention.
A Mandala notice. Advertisers, sellers, and readers are advised that there will be no online Tuesday issue of the newspaper for Tuesday, April 28th. There will only be the Friday issue, which will hit the streets on Thursday, April 30, 2026. Happy Labor Day from the management and staff of Cremandala.
The National Trade Union Congress of Belize, NTUCB, is marking this year's Labor Day with its usual rally. It's normally held in Belmopan, but this time they are moving it to Belize City, and they are encouraging everyone to participate. The event begins with a march from Constitution Park at 8:30 a.m. and end at the Bird's Isle. Here is NTUCB President Ella Waite.
Usually when we have a rally, it's speeches by all the presidents of all the unions. We make sure we limit them to 5 minutes because we know there's a lot of issues that they would like to share with the public, but there are 11 presidents. And we will have a couple guest speakers. We'll be having hopefully a little comedy session. And after that, we have food and drinks available for members. We'll be having food and drinks on sale. A little bit of some hard drinks as well. And the highlight of the day will be our volleyball competition. Now, the members of the Trade Union Congress of Belize are very competitive people, so it's bound to be a very exciting competition. The first Labor Day march was in, obviously, May 1st, 1962 in San Ignacio. And I'm sure that when the Honorable Actor Silver motioned that we have put in a motion that we have 1st of May celebrated as Labor Day. I don't think the intention at that time was for people to stay home, sleep in, or to go to out of the country, to Guatemala or Guatemala. I think the intention was for us to come out as workers of this country and unite and celebrate ourselves. It is a time to flex our unified voices and represent what we are for this country, hardworking people. So I'm hoping that this year will be very different. We will have much more persons taking part. We have invited the Cane Farmers Association and we have invited the Cuban Brigade to join us. I'm hoping that they will join us because they themselves want to ensure that they are seen to be part of this movement, this movement of unionism in this country. And they have issues that they are dealing with as well in this country. So we want them to join us to be a part of our Labor Day March and Rally this year.
The theme for this year's rally is Workers' Rights, Nation's Strength. In our extended interview with Ella Wade, the president of the National Trade Union Congress, we asked what they are advocating for in terms of measures to alleviate the high cost of living for the workers they represent. She shared that they have asked the government to adjust income tax.
I think for too long, the poor people of this country, the poor workers and the middle class have been taking the lick when it comes to anything that has to adjust when it comes to cost in this country or increase in cost. And it is time that we need to change that. We have had a system where we pay 25% income tax for decades and decades. We can adjust that. There are different areas that we can adjust to ensure that we have to pay, yes, the higher bus fare. So that's just a reality. If that day would have gone on strike, right? So we have to pay it. But then we can also ensure that we lower the costs for citizens in other areas. Income tax, that is one that affects the middle class. We can reduce the percentage of income tax. We can decrease I hope I said decrease earlier. We can decrease the percentage of the tax that the government gets when it concerns gas. We have, as NTUCB, have written the government asking for a breakdown of how the tax on gas is shared. Yes, they have said that they have incurred a lot of the increases in petroleum and gas. We understand that, but let us see it. I think transparency goes a long way in us making the right decisions and in us taking the recommendations from government where they say you need to carpool, you need to ensure that instead of buying lunch every day, you try to bring your lunch to work, things like that. I think citizens can do those things, but they also want that the information is shared with them to say if government is really incurring the increase in gas and not trying to pass on everything when it comes to the increase to the citizens.
And the Belize Police Department today carried out an operation to destroy 1,215 pounds of cocaine and 1,176 pounds of cannabis, all totaling $13 million. It included the drugs seized in Newland Corozal after a drug plane landing, as well as a large amount of cannabis busted at an apartment in the Lord's Bank area this month. The destruction was approved by the magistrate court. The drugs were destroyed at multiple locations under heavy security. And with that, we've come to the end of our newscast. The repeat can be viewed on this station later tonight at 9 and again Monday at midday. Join us again Monday for another edition of the news. And remember, you can always catch up with the day's top stories on our YouTube channel and Facebook page under XTV Belize, and you can watch the evening news live on our XTV BHNI app. I am Drea Espinosa. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend.